Like, my favorite, wireless functionality modality for anything is USB, but that can be annoying, too. Okay. Alright, more trial. Fuck Cisco! That's the sponsored message of the day. The sponsored message is fuck any large company that does horrible layoffs that they don't actually have to do just because they're fucking greedy. Anyway. February 23rd, 11:56 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 2. Mr. Wright? Huh? What? Are trials always like this with you? Like you're swimming up from the bottom of a lake about to reach the surface, but no matter how hard you paddle, you never seem to get there. Pretty much. Except today we're swimming in quicksand. So, what happened to your sister anyway? Apparently she got called off to the judge's chambers. Probably something to do with that piece of cloth. So, this is where we turn this trial around, right? You know, because that's the thing, right? This game, it's called Turnabout Trial. So you're about to do it. You're gonna turn about the trial. I don't have to worry, do I? Our only weapon, a tiny insignificant piece of cloth, but that's just fine. I'm sure you can do it. I'm the one who's starting to feel tiny and insignificant, to tell the truth. Hola, partner. They say you show a red cloth to a bull, it'll fire up its temper. That's what they told me when I was a youngin', at least. Officer Marshall. Thought I'd come take a look-see at how the trial's going. Looks like I'm late. They've got the home ranch locked down tighter than a fort in enemy territory. That hard to slip out, huh? What is going on over there, anyway? All the police I've seen these last 2 days have been really on edge. Don't you got enough on your plate without worrying about other people, compadre? You could be worrying about the chief prosecutor's taste in mufflers, for example. Officer Marshall? The whole muffler thing didn't have anything to do with scarves. She wasn't even wearing a scarf. You don't say. Now don't that just beat all? I've seen the red breeze blow at her slender neck many a time. I saw it that day, too. She was wearing a red muffler. What? At the awards ceremony that afternoon. Edgeworth seen it too, I'd reckon. What does that mean? In the photograph taken at the crime scene, she wasn't wearing a scarf. So, Miss Starr wasn't mistaken. Well, it's about time. Remember, partner, sometimes you gotta grab the bull by the horns, and sometimes you just gotta let that bull go where it will. Time will tell. I have a bad feeling about this, and I wish he'd quit it with a cowboy shtick. Yeah, yeah, actual razors are probably a little more preferable. So, what are we swimming in now, Mr. Wright? If it's steak sauce, I can hook you up with some fine ribs. Ooh-wee! It's lunchtime. Maybe you should just go to the steakhouse real quick. Okay, yeah, but I think that's different from just using a full-on fucking knife, which that appears to be. Yeah, it kind of does. You're right, dude. That's probably not very good for your skin. February 23rd, 12:32 p.m. District Court, courtroom number 9. I'd like to resume? What's up? The judge keeps looking over at the prosecution. You know, that mystery got solved pretty quickly. The judge is looking over at the prosecution. Yeah, because the prosecution looks like he's about to shit himself. Is something wrong, Mr. Edgeworth? Was the recess not long enough for you? Your face is blue, your lips are purple, you're sweating bullets. That furrowed brow, those grinding teeth, those watery eyes. What's more, your eyes are unfocused, you're doubled over, your back is bent. It can't be. This can't happen! I wonder what happened to Mr. Edgeworth. I love how many lines of dialogue were spent on the judge just describing how fucking shit that Edgeworth looks. Dude, he barely broke a sweat when he was the defendant. He barely looked like he cared. Like he did care, but holy shit. Oh Lord. Yeah, he was ready to accept what was about to happen to him. Now now his sense of self-preservation is actually kicking in. I wonder what happened to Mr. Edgeworth. Well then, I believe it is time we continued on with this trial. If the prosecution can pull himself together? Do you need a hanky, brother? Like, is there anything I could do for you, bud? I'm a little concerned. Anyway, just let me know if you need a little lie down or something. This is unacceptable! Oh, well, I was going to say something, but I guess you just cut me off. Damn, dude. It seems our prosecutor is quite beside himself. Excuse me. Knock, knock. Oh, well, who's there? God, this fucking face. It just always gets me. He's like, looking at you with his big, beautiful eyes. Not really, but you know. It's with this guy. A strange, stuffy aura seems to be filling the courtroom. I forgot that it just lingered on his stare. My god, they're really trying to make you feel uncomfortable immediately. Bug-eyed freak. Yes, that's it exactly. Hey, I just took a measurement of the air and the temperature rose 5.7 degrees when that man came in. Who on earth is he? Dude! Christ! It's like there's like neon klaxons going off saying, hey, don't trust this guy. He's a freak. Oh, it's you. Dude, what the fuck? Oh! Sorry I'm late, Aji. The roads were packed. It's just me. Long time no see, eh, Aji? How you been? Swim much these days? Hello. No, I've been so busy. Busy smizzy, Aji, my boy. You have to make time to relax. Yes, indeed. Aji seems to be his nickname for the judge? I'm afraid you're right. Very afraid. Sorry, but who are you? So you're Wright, the attorney. I've heard good things about you, son. Thanks. So sorry about our little worthy giving you all that trouble, eh? You know, we should all go swimming together sometime. Jolly! Little worthy? No, that kid, no. Edgeworth, you're gonna object to him calling you that, right? Mr. Wright! You don't know the district chief of police? Chief of police? He's the top-ranking police officer in the entire district! Name's Gant, Damon Gant. Pleased to meet you, everyone. So, to what do we owe this honor today? It's been over 2 years since you last came to this courtroom, hasn't it? Well, it's Worthy here. Look at the poor fellow. I just thought I'd help out by bringing this. Hey, that's my sister's muffler. So Miss Star wasn't just seeing things. When the crime occurred, Miss Sky really was wearing that muffler. But to think that it was stuffed into that exhaust pipe. On little Worthy's car, no less. It's really quite embarrassing, even for us. What's this? It's what you'd call a switchblade knife. Quite perplexing, this. Chief! What kind of outfit are you running? Mr. Edgeworth. How could they miss such a vital piece of evidence? If your investigators are this lax, how do you expect us to do our job? Now, wait a minute, Worthy. I've no desire to hear your excuses. I'm telling you to wait. Or didn't you hear me? Have a look at this document, where it says person in charge of investigation. There's no mistaking that signature, is there, Miles Edgeworth? That's not fair. On the day of the crime, I had your head in the clouds because you got that award. I know how you feel. But you're the person in charge. I'll expect a written apology. What? Are you serious? Don't be too upset. We'll find a way to clean up this mess that you made. This is the first time I've seen Mr. Edgeworth at a loss for words. Oh, man. You know, it's kind of hard to hold anything against Edgeworth when you see what the fuck he's had to deal with in his fucking office. This kind of major blunder is unlike you, Mr. Edgeworth. The court accepts this new evidence, but I'd like to ask the defense a favor first. Yeah, wait, me? What? Oh, me? Yeah, yes? Just to be sure, I'd like to take a look at the blade of this knife. The blade, Your Honor? Well, I don't see why not. Could you open it up for me, I wonder? Yes, well, I think all you had to do is push that switch and... If I cut my finger, Mr. Wright, I wouldn't be able to pound my gavel anymore. Yeah, but if I cut my finger, I wouldn't be able to point it at people anymore. Come on, just hurry up and open it! I'm feeling really precious about my finger, though. Wait, hold on. No. Wait, no. Wait, no. Oh, God, this is gonna suck. Oh, God. Delicate operation. Okay, let me look at this first. Let me distract first. There's a small tag on this knife. It seems to say SL92. What does that mean? Well, I've heard something similar. DL6. Of DL6 incident fame. But it's strange. Huh? What is? I'm not certain, but I get the feeling I've seen this somewhere before. Letters like this, or letters that looked a lot like this, somehow. Oh, okay, I didn't hurt myself, thank God. What? Don't scare me like that! I'm the one who's scared! Look at this knife blade. The tip is broken off. And this dark red stain. Blood? Found at the crime scene wrapped in the defendant's muffler. Small tag attached. Switchblade knife added to the court record. This does not excuse the actions of the police department! I would like to hear an explanation from the chief of police himself. I'm terribly sorry, but could I ask you to testify for us? About the split between the prosecutors and the police and this knife? Yeah, I don't think this switchblade is Karuma. Sure thing, not a problem. Not even a little one, really. Department in disorder. This knife is special, but I can't say how here. Unless there's evidence to prove a connection between this knife and Goodman. That was a bad day for the department. We weren't in any shape to do an investigation. A detective was killed at the police department, see? What a mess. The time of the crime? 5:15. Scary coincidence, eh? It's not officially linked to this here case, so I can't talk much about it. There was a murder at the police department? A detective? That's hush-hush information, Aji. We haven't exactly announced it yet. Wait a second. You said 5:15. That's the exact time that Detective Goodman was killed at the prosecutor's office. Order, order, order! Anyway, we at the department were all flustered, as you might well assume. We're in the middle of a top secret investigation. Don't tell anyone, okay? I think we understand the police department situation. Well, Mr. Wright? 2 detectives killed at the same time in 2 different places? That sounds like bullshit. The chances of that are really slim. Scientifically speaking, of course. I'd like to exercise my right to cross-examine the witness. Very well. However, keep your questions focused on the case at hand. Excuse me, special? Hard to come by this particular knife anywhere else. Might that special thing be this little tag? Oh, sorry, Righto, but I can't say that now. Not that. We've established the knife in Goodman's chest was this knife. Now, why was there another knife at the scene of the crime? That's quite a mystery. And like a mystery, it's wrapped in something. A muffler. This knife was found on the scene of our crime. I think that makes it connected to the case, don't you? See, there's a lot of things that go on at the department I can't explain. It's delicate, okay? Sorry, Righto. Maybe there's something about the knife that will give us a clue. Let's examine that knife while we can, Righto. Evidence that links this knife to Detective Goodman. I think perhaps the pieces are falling into place. I should try presenting the piece of evidence that's had me stumped all this time. Yeah, that makes sense. So, how were things down at the department? Wait a second! Ah, at last! An honest-to-goodness objection! This knife... This has to have something to do with Detective Goodman. What do you mean? Ah, ha! An honest-to-goodness what do you mean from Aji? This is great! Look at the tag on this knife. It reads SL92. And this is important. Why? Over here, we also have a memo that was on the body of the victim. What's this? 6 minus 7s 12/2? Your Honor, it's upside down. Upside? The printed name on the memo makes it look like it's right side up. But turn it around and what do you get? Ah! Aha! Whoever wrote this note was holding the paper upside down. SL9. That's the same thing that is written on the knife's tag. Order! Order! Well, Chief? Oh, well. I guess the cat's out of the bag. You win, Righto. I win? What game is this guy playing? And why does he make me feel so good about myself? So this knife was stolen? Yes, but on the day of the murder. It was evidence, you say. Was it in fact a murder weapon? Nice, nice, nice! Good show, little worthy. It was a murder weapon. Well, it was a murder weapon as it happens. There's a kind of a lot of repeated sounds happening in that sentence. It was evidence from a case long since solved. So this knife was stolen on the day of the murder, and it was found in the exhaust pipe of Edgeworth's car. Hard to think there isn't a connection there. Something happened to the police department too, huh? You got a good look in your eyes there, Righto, my boy. Sharp, hungry. So, something did happen. And why wasn't I informed? Why weren't you informed? Well, why didn't you ask? No matter, I understand. You were busy, what with Lana's case and all. Well, what happened? What happened at the police department that day? On the same day that a detective was killed in the prosecutor's parking lot, another detective was killed at the police department? That's a fact. Surprising, isn't it, Aji? I'm at a loss for words. And the perpetrator? Do you have a suspect? Well, there was a suspect. Just arrested him, in fact. Just arrested? That was quick. But there's still a lot of unanswered questions. Maybe you could help, Righto. I suppose I could help, if you help me by giving me data on your case. Oh, good one! This kid's sharp! Okay, here's the deal. I'll tell you one thing and one thing only. So tell me, where was the victim found? Well, I can't speak on where the corpse was found, but I can say the crime took place in the evidence room of the police department. Evidence room? Wait a second. I have heard of that. The evidence room. Didn't he mention that in his testimony just now? This knife was evidence in a case. It was stolen from the department's evidence room. There's the connection between the two cases. You seem happy, Mr. Wright. Happy? We just got handed our ticket to go to town on this case. With the link between the two cases established, we finally have some leverage. Now we can get Gant to testify about the details. Chief, the defense's position is simply this. The connection between these two cases has already been proven. You don't say. Well, out with it, Righto. What's your connection? Yes, out with it, Mr. Wright. The connection is a place mentioned in the testimony we just heard. The knife found in the lot was stolen from the police department's evidence room. Not to mention the victim had on him the case number on the knife's evidence tag. And we also know that the detective murdered at the police department was killed in that very same evidence room. Indeed. There do seem to be too many connections for it to be a coincidence. You two make a good pair. It took my men 2 days to find out what you deduced right here. Yes, I'm well aware, but that is neither here nor there. Chief, I request that you release your information on the victim at the police department. See, that's the tricky part. It hasn't been announced yet and all. Can we get the information unofficially? Sure, why not? It's unofficial after all. What? Really? Who would have guessed? If you're gonna tell us a little, why not tell us everything? Oh, well, case information is sticky stuff. You have to do everything properly. Oh, well. I guess I might as well try to get what I can out of him. Okay. How about you tell me the victim's ID number? Sure, why not? It's not like you'll be able to tell who it is from that. Of course not. You won't tell me their name after all. We keep a tight lid on ID numbers, so don't go getting your hopes up. The number is 5842189. Well, that's quite long. And we have to remember these. It drives me nuts. 82314. Oh, I can't do it. You didn't even get the first number right. Or like any of them. Well, Mr. Wright, does this tell you anything? The ID number of the victim at the police department. 5842189. It sure doodly. It sure does. Actually, it does, Your Honor. It does. I think. Meaning? He didn't even breathe. He's been dead. He's been dead for a long time. Has to be what I think it is. But what does this mean? The same guy can't die twice! Well, let's hear what the defense has to say. You say the ID number of the detective who was murdered at the police department tells you something. What does it tell you? It tells me Goodman's ID. Witness. What is it, Mr. Wright? Are you going to say something or not? You're grinning like a schoolgirl on prom night. Oh, sorry, that's just because I was looking at Edgeworth. It's just, I got confused. And this is news. Huh? Just come out with both guns blazing, like you always do. He's like, come on, buddy, come on, bring on the stupid shit. I gotcha. This is what you always do. Don't hesitate now. The police department. The prosecutor's office. 2 places, 2 detectives murdered. At one time. Actually, I happen to have a police ID number here. Oh-ho! Is it yours? No. I'm a defense attorney. Oh God. Can we get a retrial? Can we get a new judge? This guy does not have it all together. I'm starting to fear for the entire outcome just because this guy can't tell the difference between a defense attorney and a cop. Whatever, I'll just do my best. This is the ID number of our victim, Detective Goodman. Shame on you, Righto! Personnel IDs are top secret. Detective Goodman's ID number is 5842189. And this means, what exactly? Oh, for Christ's sake! Wait. That ID number we heard from the chief earlier, that started with 82? I've forgotten. You didn't even get the first number right. Again! In fact, you got it wrong the exact same way. The number the chief of police gave us was 5842189. Wait a second, Wright? What does this mean? That's what I want to know. The 2 ID numbers are identical. In other words, the detective killed in the police department's evidence room was Bruce Goodman. What does our witness think about that? Oh! Oh! Sharp as a tack, Righto! Sharp as a tack! But wait! Detective Goodman is our victim! He was killed at 5:15 in the underground parking lot! Yet a Detective Bruce Goodman was also killed at the police department, in the evidence room at the exact same time. That's impossible! So what we're saying is, the same person was killed at the same time? And in a completely different location? Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, you got it. Order, order, order! Chief, what does this mean? No. What I want to know is, why didn't I hear about this? I don't give a flying fuck what the meaning of this is. I'm tired of being left out of the loop. This is ridiculous. I can't tolerate this mistreatment anymore. Yes, it's top secret, fine, but I'm the prosecutor in charge of the case. You made it very clear earlier. Why are you doing this to me? I don't know what I did to deserve this. Now, just wait a second, Worthy. No need to get all flustered. Your Honor, let it be made on the record that I am distinctly flustered. The police department has made a grave error in this case. Wait. I said wait. Or didn't you hear me? The oversight, the grave error? Mr. Edgeworth, they're yours. What? How dare? We informed you yesterday. I believe it was our Officer Meekins who brought you the news. Officer Meekins? Mr. Wright, where have we heard that name before? Wait, aha! Excuse me, but is Mr. Edgeworth, anywhere on the premises? I'm here, sir. The request of the chief, sir. I've got your report, sir. You don't mean him? According to Meekins, you didn't accept the report. Hard to believe. But your officer, he told me. He said that report had nothing to do with the Lotta Sky incident. Detective Bruce Goodman murdered in the police department evidence room. Mr. Edgeworth, the victim's name is written right on the top of the report. Gah! Why didn't your officer tell me? Honestly, I'm not sure if that officer was capable of making the connection. He did seem like he wasn't paying attention to anything. In any case, this is a serious error, a gross negligence of duty on your part, Worthy. But, sir! You could have submitted that report this morning to the court as evidence. Then No such luck this time, Worthy. Or should I say unworthy? What? Now, what was the second rule of evidence law, Well, Mr. Wright? Uh-huh. Oh, well, it's, it's... No, hold on. I definitely know this. Hold on. No, go ahead. Okay, go bar exam. Oh my god. Oh, fuck. Nope, I can't remember. Rule 2. Unregistered evidence presented must be relevant to the case on trial. And how is this rule relevant? Normally, you submit a list of evidence to be used in court before the trial. This report wasn't on that list. So, what does this mean? I couldn't submit this evidence until a connection was proven in court. The connection was just proven by Wright over there. Good job, Wright, my boy. You're the golden child now, and Edgeworth is a scapegoat. Uh-huh. Oh, I was just doing my job. No. No! It seems we have come to the end of this trial. I know you're going through a tough time, Worthy, but with all those rumors, you were even in the defendant's chair just this past December. I apologize for this terrible lack of due diligence on my part. Mr. Edgeworth, please, just give me one day. I'll get to the bottom of what happened, if it's the last thing I do. You'd better get results this time, really. You have my profound apologies, sir. Poor Mr. Edgeworth. I don't think there's ever been an error this serious in the history of this court. I will grant one further day as the prosecution has requested. Will that be sufficient, Mr. Edgeworth? Yes, Your Honor. Thank you. Whatever your punishment for this is, for your sake, I hope it's not decisive. Don't worry. After this trial, I'm going to, leave overseas and never come back. Very well. Court is adjourned. Oh my god. Oh god. That was horrible.